Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rakach Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Now, here's a video on our World Star here that says, just wild, $380,000 house collapses into the ocean along North Carolina's Outer Bank in seconds. Okay? You can see that, of course, is devastating.
Oh my gosh, that's really bad.
Let me just speed up the video a little bit. And of course, that's devastating for the homeowners and whatnot, man. You see what I'm saying? But it, it's a spiritual thing because it reverts me back to this scripture that is in Matthew's here, 7:24. It says, "Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came and blew upon it and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock." Now that rock that it was founded upon is Yahawashi. Okay? What's up, bro? Hey man, that rock that it was founded upon is Yahawashi. Hey, pardon me, I'm at the plantation. But that rock that it was founded upon is Yahawashi. And every man will be likened unto a house. Hey, because your body is a house for your spirit. The word house is from the Hebrew word bayah, which is where you get the word abode. So your body is where your spirit abodes, and then you actually will get yourself a house, a roof over your head to shelter uh, the house that your spirit dwells in. Okay, so for for it to be strong, it must be built upon a solid foundation. They call when they building buildings, they gotta dig down to the bedrock a lot of times. You see what I'm saying? To get a solid foundation. Now that solid foundation is Yahweh Shai. All right? If you built upon Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, then you are gonna be solid, man. You're gonna be firm, which the word firm in the Hebrew is ayathun. Okay? You see what I'm saying? It says, "And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand." It says, "And the rain descended and the floods came," which is the hell that you're going to be catching in this truth, man. Whether it's financial, whether it's dealing with the spiritual demon Satan, as far as spirits messing with you, whether it's spirits jumping on your family members, so on and so forth, to give you a hard time. All right, those are things that Yahweh Shai would, Lord willing, prevent you from. Okay, prevent you from succumbing to that, man. But a lot of men that I've known personally have succumbed to that, man. They become offended, so on and so forth, and they succumb to the hell that befalls them. And ultimately, because the Lord wasn't really dealing with them. Scripture say many are called but few are chosen. All right, it says, "And the rain descended and the floods came and blew and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. And it came to pass, when Yahweh Shai had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine, for he taught them as one having authority and not as the scribes." All right, so he wasn't reasoning, he was giving them the facts. He was telling them, the truth. There was no room for questioning. There was no room for maybe, so on and so forth, like people do now. There was no room for debating. Yahweh Shai was laying it down, and it's either you were picking it up or you just wasn't getting it. And ultimately, this thing is only for the elect anyway. Now, transitioning, you know, last night we had a blood moon. Um, signs and let's see, let's see, sun. Hold on, hold on, you can bail me for a moment. Now, what I put, bail me 1 second. It's in the book of Joel. This is Joel 2:31. It says, "The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord come." All right. So all these are signs of the Lord's coming. We see the uproars around the world, see what's going on in Sri Lanka. We see the World War III brewing. We see these things, man. So these are all signs of the end. So you want to make sure that you're built upon that foundation, that solid rock, and that rock is Yahawashi. And it tells you, it's in the Book of Corinthians, I believe, the 10th chapter or the 5th chapter. Let me see, man. Um, Bear with me 1 second. Let me pull it up right fast. It might be the 10th chapter. Yep, there it is. I may start. I want to read down. "Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant how that all our fathers were under the cloud." That's talking about the so-called UFO, the chariot that led us out of Egypt. That pillar of fire by night and a pillar of a cloud by day. And all passed through the sea. And all were baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea. And all did eat the same spiritual, meat, and all did drink the same spiritual drink. For they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Yahawashi. So Yahawashi is the rock that you ought to be built upon, man. That's where you lay your foundation, man. And once you do that, you can build right upon that, man. Anything other than that, it will come to naught. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, giving all praises to Yahawashi Yahawashi. Shalom.